Yes, hello and welcome to the Two Cubes podcast, episode 2. Hopefully we're a lot better this time. I already know we sound better, so there's that. We're less tired today. So
we have fancy canoes.
Yes.
Kazoos.
We have fancy kazoos. They're made in China, so you know they're terrible.
Dude, I didn't know you were like a jazz man. You played very well along with that instrumental, man.
Thank you, buddy. I don't know.
Yeah, you haven't been working.
I let the no. You saw me open this kazoo.
It's impressive.
I have not ever used this kazoo till now. I'll work on tuning it though, and then I'll get worse at it. We have Jack in studio today, which should improve things a lot here.
Hi, Jack.
How you guys doing?
Good. We now have the power to Google, so we can fact check us, which is a bad idea. But
Jack is an audio engineer expecting a child.
Yes.
Within the next
yes, and just got married, so he is not busy at all. He has nothing to do but be here for us to record this podcast. So don't worry about listening on his behalf. All right. Well, the first topic I got written down as things to talk about is the science fair.
Holy shit!
Which unfortunately I know Jack was not at, but we adults we had a science fair run by our friend Kevin. It was a huge success in my mind. It was great. I came in third place because I'm a genius.
I thought just the idea was a success. Never thought it was actually going to happen.
Yeah.
And then there we were. We were at an adult science fair.
Yeah. Open bar was awesome.
Yeah. And there were many projects. I thought there would be like maybe 2 or 3, you know?
Oh, yeah. Well, there was more than one volcano, which is sweet.
Yeah. There was also a spelling bee. And there was a rocks, paper, scissors tournament.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know the fan was on. So the science fair was awesome. I did a whole thing on ice.
Yeah, me too. I was there.
Yes, he helped me present. He was my presenter.
I think if you have a guy standing in the background also wearing a lab coat, it gives some kind of like legitimacy.
We somehow came in third, so we didn't even get a table. We didn't even get a booth at the thing. We showed up. We got a chair, so we rocked it. We were the only people who didn't have a trifold cardboard. Didn't matter.
I didn't even know what the project was.
Third place, baby.
Until he described it to me in front of the audience. I was like, oh no shit, that's cool.
And then Erin won the spelling bee, my sister. So wasn't that hard to win. No, I honestly
thought it was pretty challenging.
She's incredible at spelling, and it was really hard. I would have been out in the first round.
I got knocked out in the first round. I can't remember the word I misspelled, but I swear it was a tough one. Oh, it was calligraphy. Did you know there were 2 L's in calligraphy? Shit, man.
Never guessed that.
I didn't. Idea. I wouldn't know at all how to spell calligraphy. Wouldn't have an idea.
But all in all, it was a very triumphant tats night.
Ooh, you are drinking jujitsu. I came in third in the rock paper scissors too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I got beat by Kevin's mom in rock paper scissors.
Who? Great lady. Great.
That
lady is.
She was fantastic.
What's her last name? Wasn't she in a band or something?
I don't know if we're supposed to be throwing first and last names out here.
Right.
So
we won't talk about all the drugs.
We'll just go with Kevin
after the science. The after party of the science fair was lit.
It was. We had a good time. I got clotheslined, which was cool.
Was that someone's science fair exhibit? Is clotheslining you?
No, it was my idea. It was fun. We were just trying to make noise for Kevin's neighbors. We went to Kevin's house, and because the science fair itself was at a lodge, it was at a place. It was nice.
So Kevin told you to do that, so he doesn't like his neighbors
Now he just tells me to make noise when I'm there.
because he doesn't like the neighbors. He's just like he's doing it to spite.
Yeah, I don't know. He just doesn't like that woman. So
Yeah, that infuriates me. I was like, Kev, this place is great, and he's like, oh, awesome. I think my neighbor downstairs is leaving soon. So you want an apartment? And I was like, yes. And then the next time I saw him, he was like, you know what? I was thinking, I don't want somebody I know living downstairs from me.
yeah,
And I was like, you don't have to know me, dude. We can just stop talking. You know what I mean? Like we don't have to hang out. I was like, this apartment's sweet. Like,
the downstairs apartment's not as nice.
yeah, I mean, it's nicer than the
Like-
attic I'm living in.
Yeah, but Kevin's is really nice because Kevin made it nice, and he has that like balcony and shit.
Yeah, true.
The downstairs is like just an apartment.
Okay. Does I wonder if downstairs gets access to the yard? Anyway, we'll discuss this.
I mean,
later.
you would have access
But
to
I
the
just
yard.
think it's funny
Just
that he-
Kevin grows his random plants, and you cannot fuck his plants up. You'll be murdered.
just like the thought of like, you know what? I don't want a buddy of mine living downstairs. I'd rather a stranger.
Well, he doesn't want to raise because he's the landlord. He doesn't want to raise rent on a friend. I get it.
Oh, okay. Well, if you look at it that way, I was thinking it more like,
You know,
listen,
it's-
I'm going to be doing a lot
tough.
of
It's-
shady things.
No, it's
in
tough
this-
to like. It's tough to like be like, yo, you didn't pay your rent. You know, it's a lot easier if you're not like friends with the guy.
But I'm a reliable sort.
I know you are, but he doesn't necessarily know or care about that.
Yeah. So Kevin is our friend that lives in New Jersey as well, in Hackensack, and he's an interesting guy. Joe often equates him to what's his name?
Ron Swanson.
From Parks and Rec.
He
And
is.
at first I was like, "There's no fucking way. There's nobody in the world that's like Ron Swanson. He's a cartoon character, pretty much." But then the more Joe kept breaking it down for me, the more I was like, "Son of a bitch! He's exactly like Ron
Yeah,
Swanson."
he draws a lot of
A lot of parallels, man.
parallels, and I don't remember them all because I wrote them all out one day. But I came up with something like 70 or something, which is the amount of times Ron Swanson shows up on screen. So I thought it was a pretty good equation.
It really is, man. It is incredible. I mean, you know the show way better than I do, so you could rehash them more. But
Yes, because
so
I
keep that in mind. If
definitely don't have autism. And remember everything everyone ever says and listen to every little peek and go, no, on March 3rd, you said this.
You know, I've never tested my students' skills with a kazoo before, but I'm gonna do it tomorrow. And it's
a good idea.
I suspect that they might be pretty good.
There you go. You
got
got a science fair project for next year's science fair. Can autistics play kazoos better than...
I believe the appropriate
Normies.
nomenclature is children with autism. All right, if
But
you
they
could
don't.
just-
But I'm not a child, so you can't just call. That's like saying children in the corn and it's just anybody in a cornfield.
Today's episode of Two Cubes is brought to you by Jiu-Jitsu,
Yeah, it's Magnify Brewing, right?
Magnify Brewing,
Yeah, nice. It's pretty good. It tastes like limeade, but looks like jizz.
Brazilian limeade inspired smoothie sour ale.
Yeah, they're pretty good. I like them. About 6% alcohol, pretty solid. I don't know if it's a limited release or not, but they're fun. That's for sure. There's guys fighting on the can. It's pretty sweet. For the next segment I got written on here, we got Chris questions, but it seems you're still writing. That's okay. We can go to the first question I got from a listener, which is the 6/12/1824 question.
Whoa, okay, well, back up a second. We have a listener?
We
How
did
long have you been keeping this from me?
4 hours.
Holy shit. Do we know who they are?
I know who this one is, yes.
Yeah.
But actually, the first episode had 84 listeners.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can we give this listener a shout out? Do we know?
I don't know if he wants to be
He doesn't have a handle?
sectioned
We
out.
go on.
I have no idea if he has a handle. I don't know how to track that.
It's not Two Cubes fan 69.
No.
69 or something.
No, it wasn't me. All right, fine. It was Pluta. It's Pluta points. All right,
No one knows who Pluta is, dude. Like maybe if you said his first name as well, but no one.
That is his first name. His name's Pluta. But But he asked me this back in November of 2022
Okay.
for the podcast.
2022. But it was a gem. You kept it. You dusted it off.
No, I just went. He texts me questions all the time, so he's going to be
yeah.
a regular question guy. I just don't want to ask all 70 questions he sent me at the same time.
Okay.
6, 12, 18, 24. You got to do each number.
Okay.
It's jerk-offs, donuts, miles, and beers. So
donuts like in my car?
what? No. Eating
Okay.
donuts. I'm sorry.
I was gonna say 'cause I got an SUV.
You'll
it's
just do
top heavy,
24.
It's gonna turn over. It's gonna turn over.
I mean, I think I got to go jerk off 6. There's no way I'm going 12, 18, or 24 in a day. This is 24 hours.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. Say again. It's 12.
6, 12, 18, 24.
Okay. I thought it was 6, 12, 18 in 24 hours.
No,
Okay,
no. It's 4 things.
6, 12, 18, 24. Jerk off, donuts, and
Miles and beers.
miles and beers. Okay.
So like miles run or walked,
Okay.
beers, donuts,
Uh-huh.
jerk offs.
Man. This needs a name.
I'm pretty sure it has a name. It's 6, 12, 18, 24.
This needs a simpler name.
It could be, I don't know, the fucking degenerate marathon. I don't know.
I think maybe I might. Man, I don't know. I'm getting old now. I don't know if I could crank it out 12 times in a day.
That's fucking tough, dude. And the other ones aren't
Yeah.
that hard to do fucking higher numbers in.
If I woke up bright and early in the morning, I got 10 hours of sleep under my belt, and I'm very hydrated.
Oh.
Maybe I could crank it 12 times in a day.
That's another good question because it's only a 24-hour period. I think I'd start noon to noon.
Noon to noon.
I think.
Okay, so you're going through the night?
Yeah, of course I'm going through the night.
Okay. Yeah.
I always go through the night. That's how I
guess.
live.
You'd have to get all those.
Fucking, I'm waking up at 5 a.m. to start fucking running and eating donuts.
Well, I feel like.
You think I'm gonna just sit there and jerk off 6 times, then start on the next activity? You mix them up.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I feel like. I don't know. Because you don't have to do all the miles at once, right?
No.
So, like, yeah, you can get out there and walk around. You know, I think just turn it into a bar crawl. You know, you go to a bar, you walk a mile to a bar.
I'm gonna just jerk off in the bathroom each
You
one.
do a couple beers, you jerk off in the bed. You stop at the local Dunkin' Donuts. You eat a you know what I mean?
You just start marking shit on your arm like 12 donuts done. All right.
You know what? My answer is I don't know. Wherever it lands, you know what I mean. I'm just gonna go. I'm going out into the world.
I'm gonna figure out through the day. I might do 7, 28.
Shit, who knows? I might get 12 jerks in and be like, I think I got another 12 in me. I don't know.
Feeling pretty good actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go 6 jerk offs,
Only 6. I feel like that's the easiest one.
12 donuts, 18 miles, and 24 beers.
All right. Again, I'm gonna put a question mark as my real answer, but I'm gonna say
You think jerk off's the easiest one? That's crazy.
I do.
That's
I'm gonna
fucking
say
nuts, dude. 24
6.
jerk offs in a day is impossible. You'll die.
No.
Like that Brazilian kid.
Maybe just start with the hardest
Hey,
one.
I said 12.
That's what I'm saying. Jerk offs is like you got to reload. Fucking, you got to worry about all this stuff,
Clearly, miles is the hardest one.
Yeah, I would definitely do 6 months.
bro. People do marathons all the time. It's 26.
That's why I'm going. Yeah, but with 24 beers in you,
yeah.
No, then all you have to do is 18 beers in you.
I'm going 6 miles.
No, fucking 6 miles is nothing, dude.
6 miles is a lot.
I gotta
That's 2 5Ks.
Listen, yeah, but it's a time thing.
It's gonna
I need
take
time
you
to
at
jerk off
least
and
an
drink
hour.
beers.
At least an hour.
Yeah, you have 23 left, and you can drink while you do it.
Listen, you got your answer. I got mine. Okay,
That's fine, but it's nuts.
I'll see you at the finish line. Baby.
Yours is yeah, I'll be done in 9 hours, and you'll be sitting there going, "Oh fuck, I gotta figure out running miles now."
Not with those jerk offs. You're not.
No, I'm gonna knock those out quick. Knock them out early. We done with those
Dude,
2 and a half.
Once you get 3 jerks in, you're gonna need way more time to get. A
Also, you're gonna need your legs under you when you run. If you start jerking off
Yeah.
and then go for a run, dude.
Dude, I can do 18 miles. I can do 18 mile
You're gonna
run.
be weak in the knees.
My knees are weak already. It doesn't matter.
Also, the whole I'm gonna assume to completion. I mean, it didn't
Well, yeah.
specify that,
Yes.
but I mean,
Yeah, I think you got to spew.
you don't get any points for a half jerk.
Yeah, I think you got to spew 6 times. I think is how it works.
Yeah, no points for a half jerk.
Wait, it's 6 times back to back to back. To
No,
back.
just throughout the 24 hours.
All right, so
okay.
I'm going 6 miles. Okay, I'm going 12 jerks.
I might do 5 jerks,
going-
and then at the end of the night,
I'm going.
one more.
I'm gonna say I wanted to say 18 beers, but I can't do 24 donuts, dude. Maybe all
2 dozen
day.
donuts in a day
Like
is a lot of
like
donuts.
a donut an hour.
It's a lot of donuts, bro. You're gonna be tired of donuts. I'm not gonna be tired. I won't get tired of beer.
You'll get tired of miles though.
You'll get tired of miles. I mean, 18 donuts is doable. I could see switching miles and donuts. 12 and 18.
That's it. I'm going 24 donuts. I'm just not eating
Whoa.
all day. I'm not eating all day.
Bad day, brother.
Yeah, I'm gonna be.
If you run the 6 miles, you'll be able to eat the 24 donuts.
Yeah, but then what's he jerking off 18 times in a day?
by the 12th jerk, I'm just gonna be like shooting K-Ro syrup. It's just gonna be like maple syrup coming out of my dick.
Yeah, it's gonna be horrible. That's fucking crazy.
I do like that question though. Whoever this, what's his name again?
Pluto?
Yeah, whoever this Pluto guy is, I like him.
Yes, he scours the internet for them and takes them from other podcasts.
Oh, all right. Well, now I just feel cheap.
It's a question that the internet. It's like answering the internet. The show we were watching the other day. It's the same idea. Like I think this question's on it. It's not a, I mean, he gives you some natural ones sometimes. All right, favorite athlete ever, all time.
Favorite? I don't know. Shit. I'm gonna go with.
I have a few answers for this, so
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I see. I'm just gonna go with like
It's gonna be a basketball guy. He's gay.
probably comedy. Like just like I mean like I'm gonna the
Fucking
funniest
Bert?
answer. Who's the? I'm blanking on his name. He was an MLB pitcher who like threw like a
Johnny Rocket.
He threw
Johnny
a,
Rocker.
No, stop throwing the most racist player you know.
You're gonna say Jim Abbott, the guy who threw a no hitter with one hand.
No.
Okay.
The guy he threw a no hitter while he was on mushrooms.
Doc.
Yeah.
there we go.
LSD.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that dude rules.
Yeah, he was on LSD because he didn't know he was pitching that day.
Yeah, the guy was like seeing God while he was like throwing the most
Yeah.
perfect game of baseball. It's incredible. I'm not even a baseball fan.
He had 8 either hit by pitches or 8 walks that game.
Doc Ellis.
Yeah, Doc Ellis.
That counts as a perfect game if you walk somebody.
It's a no hitter, not a perfect game. Nobody got a hit.
Still pretty good for a dude on shrooms. Come on.
He was on LSD.
Oh, was it LSD? I thought it was shrooms.
I think they're pretty similar in effect.
Yeah, one a little more extreme than the other.
But my favorite athlete, man, there's some great stories of like awesome athletes. Like, so I'm thinking of individual stories.
Uh-huh.
But if I had to like pick an athlete like that, I wish I got to watch Jim Thorpe. But
oh yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, that guy was like out of time.
yeah, like if I wish I got to like watch him play because that seems like it would have been awesome. But if I'm just talking about like athlete, I'd fucking want to hang out with. Andre the Giant seems like he was pretty sweet.
I really like your answer, Jim Thorpe. You look at him like, yeah, who was a famous kazooist?
Well, like Bo Jackson, people.
Competitive kazooist.
Well, Bo Jackson. I know somebody who played lead kazoo in a band is Macaulay Culkin.
Oh, really?
Yes,
I
in
knew
Pete's
he was
Underground, he was the lead kazooist and vocals.
Impressive. We'll get into musicians next.
But
like,
yeah.
you look at this guy. Look at Jim Thorpe, man. Like, he looked like an athlete from like.
I know he's amazing.
Yeah, like he looked like an athlete from. I wouldn't say like now, because like most athletes now are like crazy, like shredded and stuff. But he looks like an athlete probably from like the '90s. You know what I mean? Like
He's amazing, and the whole one shoe story and stuff. Again, like pure athletics, like him and Bo Jackson to me
like, he
seem
was
like
a
they're
freak,
like
man. Yeah,
just unstoppable. You know, Dion's pretty cool, but if I just like if I was like an athlete I want to hang out with or like be around, Babe Ruth is pretty cool.
Shaquille O'Neal seems pretty cool to hang out
Shaq
with.
seems pretty cool, but like I don't ever hear like awesome stories about Shaq.
True.
Like
Yeah,
you hear like
I think he's like a family guy.
you
but
hear
he's
like
just, like, a funny
awesome fucking stories
conversationalist.
about Yeah, exactly. Like talking Charles Barkley and Shaq are awesome, but like dudes who you just don't know what's gonna happen. Like John Daly would be so much fun to go hang out with.
Hell yeah.
I think that's your answer, John Dale.
Yeah, if it's not yours, it's mine. I'm picking all sports I don't give a shit about it.
Well, yeah, exactly. Like, cause again, like my favorite athlete growing up was like Ricky Williams. So like,
Yeah.
I just
I
and then
really
I was
liked-
like Marshawn Lynch. I just like running backs who get concussions.
I really liked Eddie Jones, and then Kobe showed up and made him look like a child. So Kobe like took his spot on the Lakers.
I was gonna ask you who Eddie Jones was.
Yeah, he was basically the dude. He's the dude Kobe replaced.
I was
and
sitting here
he
like-
showed up and he was like, "Hey, I'm a rookie and I'm already gonna like triple your numbers." Like, yeah, it was like,
Oh, I thought you were referring to Eddie George, and I was like, oh yeah, he was pretty cool.
Better than Kobe.
He was a decent running back. I have no idea who Kobe is then.
oh man, I once played a drinking game where you had to yell an obscure NBA player before every drink that you took, or else you had to drink double or some shit like that. And I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be easy." And then I realized I don't know that many obscure players. I could name 1,000 all stars.
I'm on Shumpert.
Obscure players.
What makes it obscure though?
That was the rule. They were just like, if he was ever on the All Star team, he's not obscure. And then like every single player
Was Amon
I
Shumpert
named
on the
was-
All-Star
was an
team?
I think
All-Star.
he's made the All-Star team before,
Oh, okay.
like in his time. in the
Shumpert.
NBA.
Wasn't he the guy that wasn't he banging a Kardashian? He was like on the Nets or something.
That's Lamar Odom.
No. Well, also Odom. Yes, you're correct. But no, the dude on the Nets, he was like a big white dude.
If you don't know who he is, then I don't care if he made an All-Star team. He's you pay attention to basketball. He played during your era.
Yeah, I know. No, I know the name.
I mean, he was picked.
There was a
17th
dude.
overall.
Well, first of all,
But that's the NBA draft. I can literally go for the NBA draft right now. It doesn't
He's
matter.
won a championship.
Yeah, so have everyone else.
I'm just getting his name mixed up with somebody
He was
else.
on the fucking LeBron Cavs. Of course he won a championship.
No, the dude I'm thinking of is God. Who am I thinking of? He was a big ass white dude. He was on the Nets. He had a weird last name, and he was like banging one of the Kardashians for a hot minute.
You're talking about
Yeah, he was only on the team for like a year. The relationship lasted very.
I really
shortly.
like this Google thing.
I went to
This
go
is
see the Nets.
nice.
I went to go see the Nets in Newark, like back in the 2 years that they played there or whatever. And she was there. Fucking Kim was there. I remember at the game.
Kim Kardashian got banged up.
Humphreys.
There you go, Humphreys, Humphreys. I don't know. They both sound like some weird sexual act.
Shumpert is probably something on Urban Dictionary, I will say. 6'9", 235.
Yeah, I told you he was a big, goofy white dude.
I mean, that's big, but he's not like those other guys in the NBA are ridiculous.
Yeah, true. It's true. True.
It's great. Some of the numbers coming out of those guys now, these days, I don't even understand.
Yeah, he doesn't have many accolades.
No.
He was on the McDonald's All-American team. What are you talking about, dude? He was Minnesota's Mr. Basketball. Minnesota's known for its basketball. Definitely not hockey.
Those corn-fed white boys out there. Those
Corn-fed? What are you talking? They're swimming around in lakes. They don't have any corn.
No, they got corn out there.
Minnesota?
I seen it.
Have you been to Minnesota?
I've never been to Minnesota.
Dude, it's the Mall of America and lakes. It's
wait,
water.
Have a,
You been to Minneapolis? St. Paul?
no.
Then no, you haven't been there.
Oh, I'm thinking of Michigan. No, I haven't been there. I haven't been there. You know what I get from that picture that you just showed me of Kim Kardashian and him is that Kim's taller than I thought she was.
That guy's belly button looks way more like a click thing than normal.
In that picture, she does not look that short. Like as short as she should look next to him. Like,
Yeah, that's true. I mean, looks like she's probably 5'7".
No.
I would say so. Based
Where do
on
you think
that.
his shoulders are? If he's 6'9", she's up to his shoulders.
Sorta. He's hunched.
I mean, how big is the man's neck? It can't be a whole foot.
He's
from
not
his
Kurt
neck.
Angle, bro. What are you talking about? His head is a fucking foot tall, dude.
You think his head from the back of his neck to the top of his head is a foot?
Yeah.
that could be a foot. I
So,
can see that being a
so
foot.
if that's the case, then she's like 6 foot.
She's not 6 foot. I'm telling you, 5'7" at best in that picture. How's he zooming and
You're
stuff,
coming.
dude?
You're coming in hot today, Joe. I'm a little upset because my favorite segment of the show is really I Drop the Ball.
5'2". Jesus Christ.
no
Only
way.
5'2".
There's no
Whoa.
way.
Well, is she wearing heels in the pool?
You know how like athletes
That's fucking nuts, dude.
athletes always like lie about their height.
Yeah, maybe she's cutting off
Especially
7
the
inches.
NBA is like notorious for that. They always add like 2-3 inches onto the guy. Yeah.
She just subtracted.
I'm telling you, the NBA players I've met are all of whatever the fuck they say they are, dude.
Yeah.
Those guys are fucking. I met that Brooke Lopez guy. He is fucking so enormous.
I can't believe she's only 5'2". That's wild. Yeah. So my favorite segment of the show, and I dropped the ball on this, Joe. Is Joe thoughts? I'm supposed to be collecting quotes.
Oh, the quotes, yes.
And man, I'm like racking my brain for some gems. We had a couple drunken nights.
Yeah,
Since
I
the
know you
last time
guys.
we
You guys
recorded.
liked. It wasn't even like a Joe quote. Just when I was mean to Jen.
Oh, that was amazing.
I know you guys just liked that. That got the house in an
Joe's-
uproar.
Joe's sister-in-law comes over, and she's from Connecticut, and she comes down here, and she's like hanging out with us on the couch, and we're watching. I don't remember what we were watching. We're watching TV.
We had a ton of food here.
Yeah, there was a ton of food, and she's like, I'm so glad that I don't live down here. And like, Sam's like, why? Like, why not? She's like, because I would just eat so much. You guys just have so much food here. Like the food's so good, or whatever that you guys have. And then there's a moment of silence, and then Joe goes, "Well, I mean, honestly, we probably just wouldn't invite you over that much."
It's good, you know. It was a throwaway joke.
I like spit my beer.
Got the room going though. It was but
For some reason, she got mad at me. She was like, "Fuck you." I was just like, "I didn't say it."
I thought of a good podcast name today that I might use later in the future. It was Tomorrow's Yesterday.
Okay.
So we just talk about the future.
Are we talking about tomorrow as if it were yesterday?
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, just talk about the future and things we're going to do tomorrow, but say it in the past tense
Yeah.
and make it happen for real.
That
real
show would be
life.
full of hot takes and bold predictions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
And we just talk about it as if it happened. Like yesterday, LeBron James won the MVP, and that's that.
Nice. Hey, everybody.
The award
welcome
show's
to-
not tomorrow.
Welcome to February. No, I'm sorry, March 1st, everyone.
Oh, actually, tomorrow's leap day. Tomorrow's a free day.
Yeah, that means we get to do whatever. Tomorrow's Purge Day, right?
Yeah, tomorrow is a leap day. We get tomorrow. You can do literally for tomorrow. This is the perfect time to record a podcast about tomorrow. It doesn't exist. Anything can happen tomorrow. Incredible. It's amazing you brought that up. I love that.
Joe, what was the most epic sibling battle you've ever had? Do you remember, like in your childhood, was there anything ridiculous? Like your parents went out, you got into a fight with your sister or your brother or something.
Well, it would be-
sheetrock was broken.
Sheetrock. So there's the
Windshields.
time I had the compound fracture in my shin.
This is from a sibling battle.
Yeah, my brother ran me over with his Jeep. Yeah. We were backyard wrestling.
And he was like, "Lay right here, act stunned."
No, he just we were wrestling and he got in his car and ran me over the Jeep. I was standing. I was 9 years old and he was 18. He thought I was going to move out of the way, and I did not move out of the way. I just got hit by a Jeep. Probably the one.
At that height, and
If you ask Erin, it's probably when I broke her stencil. I smacked Tommy over the head with it, and it broke. And then she was very upset.
like a stencil to draw
She had
circles with.
So you remember those? They're probably gone now because they don't give pens to little kids anymore because they're like psych ward kids.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you remember those like gears you put a pen in and then would like spiral graph?
Yeah, I know exactly.
It was one of those. So I smashed one of the.
She must have been so little to get upset about that.
As it turns out, now those are impossible to get. So maybe she was right, but
Those are impossible to get.
I don't know. I haven't seen one in 25 years.
What were those things called?
I think spirographs.
Spirograph. That's it. That's
I'm pretty
absolutely
sure.
it,
I mean, I could look up if they still exist, but I don't know, man. They were cool.
You gotta pay like a high schooler to go into the art class and steal it for you.
They had him
Did
in
you
high
throw
school.
it? Did you throw it like
Yeah.
a ninja star? Like how
No, he was on top, and I just like I was just breaking a chair over his head. I just broke it over his head for comedic relief.
But they were like the size of like a sheet of notebook paper.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, how tiny were you that it was like?
I was a 9-year-old boy. I was not a large person. I once got rock bottomed so bad that I fucked my backups, and I was like, I can't move my legs. I
By
can't
your-
move.
by
Yeah,
your
Tommy. Yep,
18-year-old
yep,
brother, yeah.
yep. He was just got out of the Marines, and 9/11 was coming around the corner, so he was training.
Like, so he knew it was coming. He was
No, he
These sons of bitches.
he was home though for 9/11 and went and cleaned up at Ground Zero,
Well, no shit.
which was
really.
pretty cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
he like it happened and he like got in all his shit. My dad drove him into the city and like dropped him off like at Ground Zero. So he went and helped clean up stuff.
The most impressive part of that story is that your father somehow got into Manhattan.
Well, 'cause he had-
drove into Manhattan on 9/11. It was
Well,
insane.
because he had military,
Oh, okay.
active military with him, so he got in and got to like the line, dropped him off, and drove back out.
My grandfather walked home from Manhattan on 9/11 all the way to Newark.
Oh yeah, because they closed all the bridges down later on. Yeah.
Nuts. He was like, how old was he then? I guess he was probably like 65 or something like that. Just walked however many miles that is.
Is this the one who just passed?
Yeah. yeah.
We never got to talk about that. And the cool stories. So I guess that is one of the cool stories.
Yeah, he's got some wild ones. I don't know. There's a possibility that like my family might hear this podcast, at some point. So maybe some stories are they would be ashamed of me telling, but man, some wild ones.
Just tell me when to blow, and I will. I'll cover up.
You'll censor it with a
His
kazoo.
sister didn't do anything. What was your greatest rivalry as a child?
No, I was thinking back on my childhood, and like my sister and I would just get into these like unbelievably violent fights, and I think back on it, and I'm just like, man, like, was I like a psycho? You know what I mean? Like I'm pretty sure like we attacked each other with weapons. We were pushing each other.
Oh
down
yeah,
the
we
stairs,
got into
just
it.
close fist punching each other in the face. Like we were maniacs. And I was like, I wonder if like other siblings close in age.
Me and Aaron totally had that dynamic. Not that, but on the trampoline, if she was there, she would get a drop kick to the head.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we used to torment her. We used to gore her. I don't know if you guys watched wrestling, but Rhino just did a spear, and they called it a gore.
Yeah.
So we used to spear the hell out of her. Me and my cousin Julian. If she opened the door walking out of the bathroom or something, she would just take on a spear, full on. There was no holding back. And we would torment her with that. She'd be asleep in an air mattress, and we'd just jump through the fucking air mattress. Gore, gore, gore! And I like it. But I we used to play this game called hockey. In between, we had in our house.
Yeah, we're familiar with the game.
No, we called it hockey. I don't know why.
I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's
It was much more like handball.
a cold man's game.
We had this like weird two doorways facing each other. That were, I don't know, 6 feet apart upstairs. Your house probably has the same setup, like right up for where like 3 steps go, and then there's.
Yeah,
things-
my house I grew up in had that same thing. Our,
Oh,
our
okay.
bedroom doors faced each other. Right
Yes, the
across,
bedroom
like,
doors
top of-
faced across.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yes. So we used to have that. For reference, Jack grew up down the street from me, so all our houses were like exactly the same.
Oh no shit.
They're all built by the same family. And
Yeah.
they're literally the same house.
Yeah, they're
like,
just the same house
on
all the
4
way. It's a
streets.
cul-de-sac, and they're the same house over and over again.
That's weird.
But
It's
yeah,
so weird.
so they were across from each other like that, the bedrooms, and we used to go on our knees and smack a ball back and forth at each other, but you couldn't go too high where it wasn't a goal. You had to just get it past them. So like, I was a little stronger and knew how to play sports, and Aaron was a fucking spaz, so I would just rip them at her sometimes, open hand, just, and then and yeah, she was a champ about him. Yeah, but
Sounds like a fun game. Did the game have a name?
We called it hockey. And that was it.
duh. Yeah, you just told me that. You just took the name of another existing sport.
Yeah, a sport I played. Like I knew all about the other sport. Aaron actually got stitches playing hockey once, like real hockey. We were playing street hockey with the Street Devils and Matt Benachinsky, that fuck.
I mean, at least call it like door hockey.
No, we
You
just
know?
called it hockey. We didn't want to make it too
Damn you.
complicated. We would just, hey, you want to go play
I
hockey?
don't know why, but this
All
is
right,
annoying.
cool. You could ask Erin about hockey. She'll tell you. And once I got her good in the face, she got a bloody nose, and I was like, oh shit, this is it. We're done playing hockey. My hockey career is over. I am never making it. And then, we nothing really happened that bad out of it. Erin used
Then
to
you
ground
realize
herself,
it's
which was
not
pretty
really
sweet.
frowned upon to make someone's nose bleed in hockey.
It was pretty awesome, as it turned out. Naming in hockey, because like she'd go to Dad and be like, "Hey, he hurt me playing hockey," and he's like, "At least he's practicing hockey. Pretty cool." So, all right, that's pretty awesome.
Cool.
I mean, don't hurt your sister playing hockey. Glad you're practicing though. Fucking work on those upper 90s. And then Erin used to ground herself, which was always really cool. Like if she got too pissed off or something, she would just be like, "I'm going in my room. Fuck that. I'm leaving." And we'd be like, "All right, cool."
So, like, would she set like would she set like criteria for her to be able to leave her room? Or, like,
Sometimes, but a lot of time it was just like, "Dude, I'm going in my room," and like if you open the door, she'd just be sitting there like this, like, "No, I'm not."
but she wasn't like, I messed up. I deserve to be
Sometimes,
in my room.
sometimes she would be like, "I'm just putting myself in timeout. See you later. I'm closing my door. Fuck you," which is probably a great way to go because you probably get less restraint that way.
Yeah.
I was the one who was like, "You got to tie me down. I don't care about the consequences. You will not scare me, but you are gonna have to watch me like SEAL team.
I'm escaping the situation.
It wasn't even like an escape. I was like, you will not break me. I won't break. You can ground me for the next 11 months. I know I'll out-survive you. I will do it. You will hate doing this so much that you will give me back my Xbox."
Yeah, that was my sister's approach. I was more the when I got caught doing something I wasn't supposed to do, I just kind of put my head down and was like, yes.
No,
Yes. And that led to my parents quite obviously liking me better than my sister. 'Cause my sister would just like fight my parents tooth and nail about like the dumbest shit, and I'd always be like, "Lauren, just shut up. Like they'll forget
No.
you're grounded in a day. Just like
I
just
used to.
take
So
it."
so actually, back to 9/11, I was very grounded when that happened. I had not only had I failed like all of my classes, I hid the progress report that came in. I intercepted that because the schools are stupid. They're probably a lot smarter now. But
Yeah, I think just
they
do
acted
that
like
once.
I
It's
didn't
like,
know
oh,
how the
God.
mail works, so I would just check the mail before my parents did. And if anything came for me or my sister, I'd be like, gone.
I used to rip it up into a million pieces and flush it down.
Oh my god! I would go burn it out in the
Oh, no, it
backyard.
just never came. Huh?
Because if you put it in the garbage, they
No,
might see it.
I would
Can't
burn
trust
that.
these mailmen.
I would bring it. I would bring it to like a different fucking neighborhood and burn it. I would just burn it like somewhere else. I'd be a community park, like throw it in the fucking charcoal.
I don't think you had
Burn
to
it.
travel. I think you could have just burned it. Right
No, if they saw paper in the backyard, they'd be like, "I know this was you. This was you and Greg O'Toole. I'm sure of it." Fuck, I used his name. All right. Anyway.
I used
Shout
to,
out Greg O'Toole.
I would have like teachers call, like make me call home, be like, "Put your mom on
Oh,
when she
yeah.
answers."
I would.
So I'd get the answer machine. I would go home and just delete it.
Oh, man.
See,
Yes,
I'm a step
That was pretty
in
bad.
front of you there. I had a direct line to my room number, and I just copied. I copied the voicemail message, so I acted like I was leaving voicemail for my parents. Like, "Mom and Dad, I have to tell you, I'm failing math class. I'm fucking failing. I haven't told you this whole time. I swear to God, this is the worst thing that's ever happened. I'm gonna turn things around today." And I would have this whole like, and I was like, I never had to worry about it getting to her at all because it just went right to my fucking room. It went directly to my cell phone.
Brilliant.
I didn't have a cell phone, but it was my room line. Boom. direct every time. I was
Now, when you ripped up the progress report or the whatever, you burned it, you
Yeah.
buried it. You
It just bought me a
shot
couple
it
months.
into space. Didn't they ever wonder, like, wonder why all these other kids are getting these report cards? And
I just hope my parents didn't talk to the other parents. That was
Oh no, my parents would talk to them, and I'd be
I mean,
like,
they have to know that a report card is coming at some point.
well,
right?
well, no, because I knew that I knew that only the parents who had bad reports would talk about it with other parents. So I was like, yeah, they send
No,
it.
there's
If
parents that brag. Like, if your kid's on the honor roll, they'll be like, well,
Guess
my
what?
kid.
Guess what?
You know.
Not for progress reports.
No, yeah.
That's report card. Report card's a different story. You got to figure that out on your own.
whole different ball game.
But progress report, I was like, yeah, if you're being bad, they fucking send a progress report. If everything's good and progress is moving, they don't send it.
Yeah.
So I had that figured out. Again, report cards would come and I'd be like, all right, well, now we take the licks. But football season's not on. Everything's fine now. It's okay. I don't care about anything. New Halo's not coming out. I'm good. So my
Halo
mom
3's not due for another 2
my mom would
years.
be like, you have no TV, no computer, no Xbox, and you can't go out with your friends till further notice. And I'd be like, fine. And then they would, like, the teachers would set up, like, okay, we're going to sign off every day that if he has homework or not in the thing. And I was like, I'm just going to forge the signatures.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but it sounds like Sam just dropped 1,000 toothpicks on the ground upstairs. What was that noise?
I should probably drop 1,000 toothpicks.
It sounded like, this is gonna date me a little bit. But did you guys ever go into like the Natural Wonders store in the mall when you were a kid, and they had those fucking like rain sticks?
I've been in the Liberty
that you,
Science Center.
flipped upside
Those are
down, and
amazing.
It sounded like it was raining. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, they're
Yeah,
That's what
amazing.
it sounded like. It sounded like she just shattered one of those on the counter.
You know what I have here is one that Erin made in
She
middle
made a rain stick.
Yeah, somewhere I have one here.
Brilliant woman,
Yeah.
filled with so many mysteries.
But I used to get grounded bad like that, and like Erin would be like, "Oh, cool, I can still hang out with my friends because I get straight A's. You suck." And I'd be like, "Yeah, guess what? I didn't spend the entire time doing homework. I was out, fucking making mud and getting kicked in the head."
I was out
So-
making mud. Oh,
I
you
was-
pulled up the rain sticks. Those fucking things.
Yeah, I was out fucking doing deeds and having fun. I was like,
I wonder what the inside of one of those things look like. I wonder what crap
they're
one of
paper
those
mache
bad boys are.
usually.
Yeah, show me the inner workings.
I think it's like beans.
Show me how to make it rain. Look at okay, it's like a spider web design,
Oh, those are nails, dude. Those are nails.
right? And then you just put some beans in there.
Yeah.
Just beans.
Yeah, they just smack around.
Well, it's so much simpler than I thought.
You thought it was a tough process?
No, I thought there was magic involved. I thought there was sorcery in those sticks.
Yes. I won't say anything because I don't want to get in trouble.
I don't know how you would.
Okay, good. That's good. I left it open-ended enough.
So do you got any other segments written down on that piece of paper of yours?
I do. What is the best show you watched last year?
Meaning 2023.
2023. That we're year in review right now.
The best show.
Best show you
Man,
watched.
I'm
New
like the-
show.
I'm
Not
the
something
worst.
like, oh, I watched this again for the 10,000th time.
I'm the worst
Oh,
person. to
we're
ask.
getting Oh, if you do order some food,
Whoa,
I'll
whoa,
have
whoa,
some
whoa.
food.
Whoa. What kind of food is she ordering? What-
By they, I mean Chris asked me what kind of food, and Joe said yes.
Sam,
He'll eat.
just get me something I'll eat. We're very busy.
Yeah. All right. Well, the curiosity, I am curious, but just double down. Just order two.
Just pizza.
Pizza is fine with me. I
Sure,
don't
get me
care.
whatever she's getting. Joe, stop urinating on the floor. No, this isn't just strictly audio medium. Never mind.
It can be.
Where were we?
Well, we were talking about
Rain sticks. You
rain
had-
sticks, and I was
The
talking
next
about
segment.
how I would sit like a prisoner in a room for months at a time with my parents threatening me, and I would still not do my homework. Because I would be like, "You're not gonna get me to do my homework. This is terrorism, and I'm an American."
This is terrible.
And they were like, "You can't talk about terrorism like that." And then 9/11 happened, and they were like, "All right, you'd watch the news, but that's because like the most historic thing ever happened." I was like, "Cool, I'm gonna get super into the news," and then I'd give them daily reports on which reporter sucks the most. But I'd write them out, so I wouldn't do my homework, but I would do like a written thing on like, you know why Al Roker sucks? And they'd be like, I don't want to know. And I'd be like, well, guess what? Anderson Cooper, I'm pretty sure he's gay. And then, bam, he was. I was right. Nailed it. I got that guy.
So would you say that you spent
pinned.
the majority of your adolescent years grounded?
No. Not the majority, because I would get out by summer. I was that second semester guy.
I mean, that's one of 4 seasons, so I mean that would still be majority.
No. I was good. Well, then from if you
I just remembered what the segment was.
I'm just
yeah, if you fuck up between September and like January, you're real fucked. But the nice thing is I got that December birthday. So no matter what, if I fucked up early December, I only got 2 weeks. Then Christmas comes, then there's no school for like a week and a half. I can't fuck up. I would only fuck up outside of school if I got in a fight, and my dad always liked me fighting, so it didn't matter.
awesome.
Wrestling season, I was always good to practice, so it didn't matter. So it was just really that end spring before the summer was I would sit around and like waterboard myself for fun. But the other stuff, nothing.
I got to tell you, you and I grew up very differently. No, I feel like I my upbringing was somewhere between you and your sister. I wasn't like the best in school, but you know, I if I was like in trouble, I'm like,
Oh, we came out in 2012. I fucking knew it.
I gotta get
bitch.
fucking. Yeah, best TV shows of 2023. I'm the worst person to ask, man. I'm not a TV guy. I don't watch a ton of TV.
Okay, what was
I
the best?
got, like,
What was the best film you watched in 2023?
oh man, best film. Well,
The best
it was
film
a
I watched
French
with
film.
you
No,
was Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer. I mean, it was good. It was good. I like learned a lot, but you know, we're not gonna get anything entertaining
Ooh,
from
the
talking
best-
about Oppenheimer.
The
right?
best movie I watched in
Except
2023 was Birdemic.
Oh, how could I forget about Birdemic? Guys, if you haven't seen Birdemic, the trilogy, I'm so
We
excited
still
to
haven't
watch
seen
the
2 or
other-
3, to be honest with you, so we don't know. We can't speak on the other 2.
Yeah.
But the first one is gold.
We're hung up on. The
Watch it with
brilliance
your
of the
high
first.
friends, but it's fucking awesome. Freaky's another great movie, but I think I saw it in 2022, to be honest. But
What is
2023,
Sam dropping
Freaky.
upstairs?
she's clumsy. I don't know what to tell you. She's just trying to ruin the podcast.
It sounds like she's walking around with at all times with like 20 things in her arms, and it's like a loud clattering of many things. Yeah, Birdemic, go watch it. It's streaming now on Amazon. Peacock.
I don't know for how long, because
And what's the artist's
gets no
name?
views.
Hanging out,
Carter DeBrickashaw.
hanging out with my family.
Yeah, we could probably use that song, to be honest with you, because nobody knows it.
Yeah, it's true. It's great.
Oh yeah, here you go. How many like views does it have? It came out in 2010. 3.4 stars. It either gets 1 star or 5 stars, just so everyone knows. It's it's a hit or miss. Watch it with your high friends and you'll be fine. If you have a sense of humor,
You got to read the review.
okay, here we go. I am the worst for reading, but I got a divorce from my wife just before this movie. This made me forget all about it. It had some of the best VFX I have seen ever compared to now. I would definitely recommend. That's defiantly, I think.
Yeah, he totally spelled definitely wrong.
I
I would defiantly recommend.
Birdemic is an absolute gem of a film and defies all something. Oh man, I can't read. It sucks.
Something happened to the screen. It got all wacky for a second.
Well,
They
yeah,
kinda
we're
lost
going
their
on the
spot.
wacky tobacco here.
I'm going through all the reviews.
Yeah.
This review says, this movie was the best movie I have ever seen in my entire life. Not even kidding. When it first came out and I heard everything about the movie, it was immediately put on my bucket list.
What? This person didn't watch the film. This is not something you can just do. There's birds dropping nukes, by the way. That person hasn't seen the film.
I love all the reviews are just 5 stars, 5 stars, 5 stars.
I'm trying to find a 1-star.
Yeah, it's great.
so
Oh, well,
good.
it's probably This Sucks.
There's one. A movie not to watch. I regret that I ever had the chance to watch it before, but I'm also equally miserable that I've watched this movie at any time. The movie was quite awful. Oh my god, this person with the caps, man. To my like, just reading it with like the caps like accentuated like that, it just makes me sound like such a bitch. This movie was quite awful to my life, just like everyone. Not that I had been up. What? Not
Been
that
to
I
jail.
had been to jail. No, but similar that I was exiled within my misery. This person sucks.
War's awesome. I would love to hang out with Justin
Recent
3 months
times
ago.
have been hard. That made me fed up and presented a feeling to stop trying. I hate this person. Let's keep scrolling. This person doesn't get Birdemic.
That's the saddest guy in the world, dude. He doesn't get it at all because he was like, no, this is terrible. The visual effects are terrible.
It's all 5. This is 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 stars. Point. Watch Birdemic.
Yeah, it's awesome.
5-star review. Great movie.
Yeah.
There's a 1.
It gets 50
45
stars.
minutes into the movie and they finally introduced the plot.
It's true.
That is true. But listen, it's an artistic statement.
Listen, if you pay attention to the first 45 minutes, though, you really know the characters, not their names or anything about them. But you know that they are terrible business people and aren't good at signing contracts. But you will find out awesome stuff about them, and it's a highlight of their life. And then this guy's shooting it down. It's craziness. I like that there's not one 3-star review on that movie.
It's 1s or 5s.
It's
If
you
you
like
average
it
it out, it probably comes out to
3.4. It said it.
3.4.
They put it on the screen for us.
where are we at on time? Have we gone over
52 minutes.
52
nice.
minutes.
Good.
And I know you got more on that paper.
Well, the only other thing I have on here is hardest sport to excel at.
Well, hold on. You didn't. Oh, Birdemic. You did give us hardest sport to excel at. It's got to be like. To me, it's got to be like to be successful at.
A lot
or
of
like,
people say baseball. Baseball, not that hard.
How many people are on a baseball roster?
55.
No. I think it's 26 now.
36,
26.
26. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about like making the MLB, but like how hard is it to stick out in baseball? Like you get 2 hits and fucking can throw from the outfield and you're fine.
Yeah, 26-man roster.
What I do like about baseball is that I love that there's dudes who like don't make it into the MLB until they're like 35. You know what
Well,
I mean?
yeah,
Like, those
'cause
just
you-
like dudes that
You gotta
come up
play
out
like
of
weird
nowhere.
minors and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, and then they come up out of nowhere and like actually make it in the big leagues. Like that's kind of cool. That doesn't happen in any other sport. I feel like maybe golf. I don't know.
I feel like golf. I don't know if you count it as a sport because it's like,
It's a sport.
but it's like almost impossibly naturally good at. I guess it comes naturally, but like nobody
nothing
comes in
about
and like automatically shoots a 70. Like it just doesn't happen. Like people can just hit baseballs.
Yeah, but I don't think someone comes in and just hits 300.
They might hit 300. There's not hitting home runs. Some
Yeah,
people
I
just
don't
have
know.
really good hand-eye coordination.
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
And playing defense in baseball is crazy easy. It's the stupidest shit in the world.
I'm gonna go basketball. There's only 5 guys on the court.
Yeah, but you're just going by numbers to make the league. That's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about like what one's the hardest like stand out at. Like what's the hardest? Like you're walking on a field for the first time. You don't know the sport. You might you're generally athletic, but which one's the hardest one to come in? It's just be good.
Hockey. You got to know how to ice skate. You can't just show up day one and be
a
like,
good point.
I've never skated before in my life. You're gonna
Hockey's
get
a good point.
destroyed.
Again, I personally, I played rugby in that situation where I was just athletic and someone asked me to play rugby. I'm just seeing it on the list here. I did really well, but it was very challenging not knowing the rules because it's not something you grow up with around here. The rules. Other than that, it wasn't that different from other shit I've done. Okay, this is saying MMA. That makes that's something that going into MMA without knowing anything, you're gonna get fucking ruined. But
The stakes seem a little higher. Like,
but okay, yeah, that makes sense. But football, it depends on the position really, because there's guys who could just come in raw and do really well in football. That's not, boxing you can get lucky. Ice hockey, like he said, if you don't know fucking how to ice skate, you're fucking ruined.
boxing kind of falls under
Boxing's-
MMA.
Sort of, but boxing MMA, you don't have a chance if you just go in with nothing. At least boxing, like you can just throw a haymaker and get there by accident.
Yes.
MMA is like the guy will know, okay, this guy clearly doesn't know what the fuck's happening and just beat the hell out of you.
Is this the easiest?
Yeah,
ones
these
to
are the
get?
easiest ones.
I was gonna say curling's hard.
Curling just seems like a weird version of like bocce ball to me. Like I don't know. I
It's
just feel
it's like bocce ball and shuffleboard, but it's on ice. It's fucking
Yeah, but
hard.
you don't have to know how to skate because you just kind of glide.
Well, you don't have to know how to skate, but it's hard to get the fucking sport down. Again, pool isn't like an easy sport. It's easy to be okay at. It's not easy to be good at.
Yeah.
bowling is so funny to me.
Like, I don't know why this doesn't say chess. Fucking, because chess is just thinking. You're using your brain. Just algorithm. And then, bowling. Okay. But, like, if this is counting table tennis, so, like, pickleball should be in there. Fucking,
bowling is great because it's the only sport I can think of. I guess maybe
Fishing's
darts,
not a sport.
Maybe darts is the only sport that takes place essentially
think
inside a bar. like you've never been in a bowling alley
lot
where
of
you
people
can't
do- a lot of
see the
people do-
bar from. Like,
a lot of people do cornhole in bars.
I guess, yeah. I guess I never thought of cornhole as a sport, but
It's on fucking ESPN way more than fucking
have
fishing.
you guys cornhole's been on ESPN? Get the fuck out.
Oh yeah, dude.
I
I know
think
guys from the
fishing's-
American Cornhole League.
Fishing's been on ESPN way
It's
longer.
been nah,
way longer.
well,
than
not
cornhole.
more though.
Have you ever watched Bassmasters?
Not
Yeah.
not more though. No way. Because they got their own channel now.
Get the fuck. Cornhole does not have its own channel.
Fishing does.
Oh, all right. Have you
For-
guys seen
it's
this
for
clip?
people who are
It's this
fucking
dude.
trying to
he's
kill
like
themselves.
this. He's like this older, like I don't know. By older, I guess he's like in his 50s, maybe early 60s. White dude. He's wearing like glasses, and he won some like bowling championship. And then like he freaks out when he wins. Like he throws like the final strike or whatever, and they're just like, oh, and he like screams to the audience, and he's just like, whoever the fuck you think you are, you're not it. I'm that
yeah,
guy.
yeah.
Like he just,
I know his name. It's Brian Johnson. Is that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just the anniversary of his thing like 2 days ago.
It's like the most. It's like the most
Yeah.
unsportsmanlike
Yeah.
win of
Yeah.
all time.
It's but I have a good bowling story that ties back into the 9/11 stuff I was talking about earlier. So
I forget what the exact quote is, but
There's
I
a
think it's
guy-
like, whoever the fuck you think you are, you're not him. I
Yeah.
am.
Yeah. No,
that-
no.
that's
He fucked
I think
it
the
up.
exact quote. Yeah.
I think he fucked it up. He's like,
Yeah,
who
yeah.
do you think you are? I am.
Yeah,
all right.
that's yeah.
Oh no, it's whoever you think you are. I am, or something like I don't know.
Yeah.
I forget how.
Anyway,
I was dying. I saw it for the first time the other day, and it was like cracking me up.
Pete Weber, that's it.
Claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That is right, I did it! At number 5! Are you kidding me? That's right! Who do you think you are? I am! Damn it right!
Ah, yeah. The delivery's so good.
So there's a story about a guy who on 9/11, like 9/11 happens. He's in like Massachusetts or something, and he goes to his regular ass bowling night.
And he was just reading a story to some kids at the
No, no,
library.
He like knew about it, and he because this is like at night of 9/11, so like he was like, do I go? Do I not go? Fucking, I'm gonna go to bowling. You know, it's tough call. I'm doing it.
Yeah.
He went and he bowled a 300.
And no one gave a shit.
Well, so like it's like the best night of his life.
Yeah.
'Cause he's been chasing this for his whole
He
life.
can't wait to go to work the next day. Be like, guys, last night.
Did you hear about yesterday? And it's the ultimate.
That's so good.
It's the best like conundrum of it's like the book Catch
Yeah,
22.
You want to talk about it so bad.
The book
but you-
Catch 22 could be written about that fucking dude. Fucking he was
Yeah, he's trying to set it up so that he could tell the story. He's like, so,
So,
hey, what'd you do
last
yesterday?
week-
What do you mean what I do
last
yesterday? Sat around and watched the news and cried my eyes out. What are you talking about? Oh, yeah? Oh, that's... I mean, but no, like after. You know, at night. What do you mean,
Did you
man?
did you go to the bar last night by any chance? Were you at the bowling alley?
He just wants somebody to ask him what he did last night. And, like, nobody's gonna...
What, were you like did you have something that you had prior planned that you didn't cancel last night? Like, cause I did.
No, man, I canceled everything.
Like, were you gonna see family or something? That you
Wait, the story is the day he went to work
yeah.
and then
That's what I'm saying. He like knew it happened.
he said, "Fuck it, let's go bowling." That's his quote from this article.
Yeah, no, he knew it happened. It wasn't like he was like, "What's going
I
on?"
mean, I don't
No,
blame
he
him,
was
man.
like,
You know, everybody was just like,
he was like,
I
dude,
don't know what to do.
"I'm gonna
like-
just go to bowling." But he bowled a perfect game at Cove Lanes.
Wait. Oh, this is his brother. My brother was at a bowling alley in Western Mass, and he sent me this iconic photo of a dude who bowled a perfect game on 9/11.
I can't.
The only guy who knocked down more towers.
Imagine you walk into a bowling alley and
He's
see
got this photo hanging up in that bowling alley with the date.
he's trying not to smile.
Yeah,
Bill Morrow.
He's trying, dude.
Morrow.
Oh fuck! I know a guy named Bob Morrow, but it can't be him. That's not him in that picture.
Oh, it's so fucking funny, dude.
Yeah, it's a great conundrum because it's like, dude, I've been trying my whole life for this, but like the worst thing in the world just happened. So like, what am I
takes-
supposed to do? That's
This
like,
takes tragedy to zero
I think it was
in.
the last time he bowled. Is it the people?
is that what it says?
Yeah, because someone tried to find the guy.
Oh, he's
He
never
wrote
bowled?
the article, and they were like, "We want to find the guy and talk to him." They're like, "He hasn't bowled since that day. He hasn't bowled here at the Cove in many years."
I did it. I'm done. I'm done.
Oh boy, maybe Al Qaeda came and got him. Maybe
You know, the fact that he quit bowling on that day, I think is a bigger tragedy than
no, I don't think it's a big trap. I think that's in solidarity. I did it.
we salute you, Bill Morrow.
Yes, Bill Morrow. We're gonna change the podcast. Bill Morrow's podcast.
Come back, Bill Morrow.
Yes, our new mission in life is to get him to bowl again, once again, just like the Always Sunny cast did with the McPoyles. What's
Oh, so somebody interviewed him?
deep
Yeah,
cut?
they
Oh,
had
I
this
need-
exact thought, and we're like, "We got to talk to this guy."
I need to read this interview. This needs to be sent to me. Where'd you find it? What site is this on?
This is
Breitbart.com. No,
it's a Substack.
Substack.
What's
They
a
always, have
Substack?
they always have the most hard hitting.
is Substack Reddit or something?
I don't know. I just was saying Substack, hoping one of you were like, "Oh yeah, Substack."
Oh yes, the stack of subs. Seems stubbed. Okay, well, that
Heard back
seems.
from Bill Morrow just now. This is in 2020.
This is awesome, dude. This guy again. I'm glad I brought him up. September 11, 2020. Somebody posted this, so they just
No,
check
it's
on this
him.
guy every September
No,
11.
This is him.
Oh. I wonder if he's waiting. I wonder if he's waiting for like a nuclear bomb in Denver to hit or something to go back bowling. He's only able to bowl now on like horrible events. He waits. He waits till another school shooting, and then goes bowling.
Imagine just sitting watching the news, like waiting for something bad. to
Today's the day, baby.
He's like,
I'm gonna roll another
I knew-
300.
I knew there was no way I could bowl a perfect 300 every day of the pandemic, so I'm just gonna wait for another singular date tragedy.
I need the worst thing in the world to happen.
Yeah, but it's got to be contained to one 24-hour period.
He saw like the Boston Marathon. He was like, "Today's my day. I'm going back out there."
He's from Boston, so he couldn't make it out. They probably closed the bowling alley. Fucking borrowed bowls is probably gone that night.
Why are they showing pictures of 9/11 like it happened in the 30s or something? What is that? Like it's like the Dust Bowl. Like,
That's what that bowling alley looks like.
Still,
that was the first time Bill Morrow ever bowled. Was the first day of the Dust Bowl.
Well, it's like me. I had my braces on the day he got his 300. I'll
Did you really get
forever.
your braces on 9/11.
Yeah, I was in the chair watching him,
So
watching
many
it happen.
tragedies.
I'm gonna forever now just be like, I got my braces on the day Bill Morrow got a 300 in bowling.
you should say that you watched that on TV instead of all the news clips.
I watched the Bowling Cove at 9:30 at night.
Oh man, that will now forever be my answer for favorite athlete. Will be Bill Morrow.
Bill Morrow, look him up.
The guy bowled a perfect game. I mean,
He
in
bowled
the
a
face
perfect
of-
game in the
the
face of absolute adversity. He brought a country together. Actually, he himself fought terrorism.
The fucking bowling alley was probably empty. He was probably the only person.
He didn't bowl
He just
against
lied
anyone.
and said he bowled it.
It's just him and the bartender.
Dude, there we go.
That's even better than balls to lie about bowling a perfect game on 9/11.
Rather
Nobody
than
was in there, so I figured
yeah,
I'd take
him and
advantage.
Steve Renazizi were there.
The guy averaged to 180. There's no way he bowled through that.
Him and Steve Renazizi did it that night. It's the guy from the league who lied about being in the towers at 9/11.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Yeah, he's back on tour with Louis C.K. It's pretty cool.
Oh wow, the disgraced. Man, I was such a big Louis fan, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I still am a Louis fan, but man, that
I
hurt
don't think
when
what
that
Louis
all
did
that-
is sounds that wrong.
I
To
was
be
like,
honest
oh
with you.
man, come on.
But like he asked permission, as far as I know.
I don't.
No, dude, there's 5 different cases, and like, there's like 3 of the cases. It's just like he didn't, in my
So
opinion,
this could
he
be
didn't
new-
do anything wrong. And
this
then
could
one
be
of the
new news to
cases-
me.
There's like one of the cases you're like, yeah, that's pretty bad. You're like,
Okay.
yeah, dude.
Then this could be news to me. But like
I don't think.
much like the Brock Lesnar thing in the WWE, like he never even made sex with that woman. So like he literally is the opposite of
Didn't
Bill
he,
Clinton.
Like, did he like take a dump on her chest or
No,
something? Like,
that's Vince McMahon shit on this girl's head.
yeah, I don't know all the details. I was just like,
he was
it's
sent
crazy. This story's nuts.
as far as the story goes.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was sent.
Oh, Vince wanted him to have
Yeah,
sex with a girl and do some crazy shit to
but
some girl.
he
right?
was sent explicit images of this girl
Yeah.
that were taken, whatever they were taken. I don't know, consensually or not. They're sent to Brock. He doesn't know what the fuck, and it was just like, hey, this person, we'll have sex with you. And he was like, oh, okay, person's hot. And then they never even went and had sex. They texted, apparently. A snowstorm happened. It ruined everything. And then,
Ruined the whole.
well,
The
for
whole
some
blind
reason,
date.
there was one day that ever worked. I don't know. This was years in the making. And then it never happened. And
And then Vince shit on her chest instead of Brock Lesnar.
apparently Vince shit on her head while she was giving head to a different person, not Brock Lesnar,
Incredible.
and then went and
I
took a
do
shower
wanna-
and
I hate
continued
to
to
interrupt you,
vigorously make
Joe.
sex with her.
I hate to interrupt you, Joe, but in that Louis C.K. article, there was a line that just called Louis a
Masturbation enthusiast. A passionate.
a passionate masturbation enthusiast.
Okay,
That's
well,
what he paints himself as.
that's. But okay, that's not illegal.
I think,
don't think.
I think most of us can be described as that.
I don't think that's I don't think that's damning.
Yeah.
I like how you zoom, dude. It's fucking.
Because in order to masturbate at all, I think
You're
you
pretty
have to
good with
have
the
some
fingers
kind of
over there,
passion,
dude.
Right?
You got some.
It's got to be some passion inside,
Yeah,
burning.
but he
inside.
shit on her head during a threesome in 2020 with an unnamed assailant.
Man, I don't know his name.
Apparently, this was all during the payoff thing. It's kind of
it's
unclear. It's kind of unclear if he was like demanding she do this for her job, but he was her superior. But so Vince, hey, whatever, fuck it, dude. Not good. It's not good for him.
Just like once.
But
once,
I don't know.
he
The Brock Lesnar
started-
thing is like, dude, Brock Lesnar was sent pictures and they were like, this girl wants to have sex with you, and he was like, oh, I mean, yeah, all right. And and then he was like, oh, okay, cool, let's set up some sex. And then a snowstorm happened, it stopped it, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, they're like, dude, this guy's the worst person in the world.
Okay, you're saying that like they never met up because of this snowstorm. I thought you were like they were in the middle of this like this fecal fueled orgy, and they were like, "Oh wait, you see it's snowing outside? I got places to be, man.
No,
I can't
no.
get stuck in this."
No, he was like, dude, my flight.
I know what you're saying.
He was like, my flight got canceled, so I'm not gonna go. And then they just never reset a date or something. But like, apparently it was like she was somehow trafficked to Vince, to Brock. But like, the evidence I see from that, there may be something I don't know, is it seems to me like this person may have wanted to have sex with Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but that's not the whole story, right? I mean, like,
That's not the whole story. Again, Vince McMahon has a shit ton of shit.
I don't
on him.
really understand Brock Lesnar's involvement in all this. Like, it just sounds like
That's what, I'm just talking about Brock Lesnar.
But, man,
Vince McMahon
the
has
rest
a
of the story.
crazy amount of shit on it. The texts and everything are crazy. Again, people have known the wrestling business is fucked up for 1,000 years. So I don't know. I don't know what's up there. There's been a million. Every woman in.
Oh, okay. So even like legally, like he's not really accused of anything. It says like
he is, because there's quid pro quo stuff and stuff involved. But Brock Lesnar apparently, like they've caught him out of everything and all this stuff. It's a very big thing. But with wrestling, there's been they don't even hide that they objectify women. They never have.
yeah.
It was always like, we're doing a bra and panties match. How about that? We're going to have the first person who gets all their clothes ripped off except bra and panties wins the match.
Yeah, I mean,
it is
a
a little different.
I thought that was empowering, but I mean,
than
you
being
read that the way you want.
Forced to have sex with your boss is different. But, like, the Playboy Mansion did it forever. I don't know.
I'm thinking I was
That's
talking.
what I don't
today.
understand. Is like, where does that line get drawn? Because Hugh Hefner did it for
I think that's totally different.
saying you have to have sex with me to work here, as opposed to saying you have to have sex with me to work here.
I don't
I'm
know.
just saying the industry is totally different.
Oh, okay, cool. You're gonna wear lingerie. Literally, they have Playboy people from wrestling.
I understand.
I don't think Vince fucked every one of them. Dewdrop was safe.
Dude, there's somebody named Dewdrop.
Yeah, she was like 340
Well, the
pounds.
thing is, Hugh Hefner's like everyone loves him because of that.
Vince
Like, no
said
one-
he's the genetic jackhammer. I'm not defending Vince McMahon here. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't understand where people are like, dude, he was trying to have sex with these women. He was doing it on the screen. It was the whole time. If you watch Vince McMahon,
Yeah, but what happens-
He's a meme of him going.
What happens on stage
On
is
the
different than
fucking-
what happens behind closed
there's-
doors.
there-
You know what I mean? Like, there's the show.
First of
and
all,
then
he
there's
was
the-
making people kiss his ass on stage. He pulled his ass out.
Yeah, but that's part
He
of the
made you
show.
kiss
He's
it.
supposed to be like a villain. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
it's all scripted and stuff. But what happens behind closed doors when nobody's watching? That isn't scripted. That's not what you're getting paid for. That's just
Apparently,
you know,
there's
like,
people watching.
well, yeah, I mean, a handful of.
If only Vince McMahon had OnlyFans, there would be no fucking complaints.
He doesn't. That actually surprises me.
Well, he's 82. He doesn't know. No one told him yet.
Well, folks, that's a wrap for Two Cubes.
You didn't finish your questions, but we can call it probably an episode. We've been
I got one in there. I asked about your epic sibling battle.
we've been
Now it's time for plugs now.
we're
Any
at an hour.
plugs?
We
No
have.
plugs?
I would like to do the first ever reverse advertisement. I don't
Oh,
remember.
you're just gonna shit on like businesses that you don't like.
Yeah,
Or services.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do.
People who will never
So
be a sponsor.
Jimmy's on Midland Ave in Kearney.
I'm familiar with Jimmy's.
Yeah, Jimmy's. You can suck my balls. You're a piece of shit.
What happened with Jimmy?
They're charging 10.5% to use a credit card, which is illegal.
Wow, that's wild.
And fucking dickhead charged me $560 when we were there for the CJ thing for the memorial.
For what? You didn't pay it, did you?
Oh, we paid it. Yeah, I had to. It was for our drinks.
What?
They charge for every fucking drink. Okay, fine, whatever. Charge me for what I drank. I'm not gonna bitch at you for you not giving me free shit. Fine, but then a 10.5% charge for using a credit card, and I was like, all right, like.
That's
But you
wild.
guys had
10.5% is crazy.
Well,
Most
that-
places it's like 1 or 2%.
Well,
Yeah, I
Well,
thought it was 3 max.
3.5% is the legal limit. And I
Did you
told
pay
him
for my
that.
drinks that night. Damn, now I'm like, I should have money.
And then I talked to the owner when I was doing it, and he was like, "No, that's what they charge me. That's legal." Then I was like, "No, it's not. 3.5% is the cap. It's called the Act law in New Jersey. It is fucking very easy to chase down. It's
Next week we're gonna have New Jersey
bullshit."
Congressman.
And I was like, "So show me your credit card. So show me your credit card agreement, because it's not allowed. You're not allowed to charge 10.5%. You could just search max amount,
goddamn price gouging. That's what they used to call it.
max amount, New Jersey, because it's different state to state. But it's 3.5. Oh, that one says 3%, but that's not. What is that? Let's see.
Still, 3%, 10.5.
10.5. Anyway, I was like, dude, this is illegal. And he was like, no, it's
Pretty
not illegal.
egregious.
You can, and whatever, and blah, blah, you got to pay it. And I was like, whatever. So I paid it. I tipped the bartender's cash and told them, hey, don't even fucking tell them you got this from me. Just, you take this and blah, blah, blah. You know, I was there for the CJ thing, so I was not there to cause a problem.
Yeah.
Yes, we drank plenty, so whatever, I was willing to pay, but they charged every dime, every fucking drink, even though
I don't remember what happened that night. Did
Well-
I leave before you left or something? Like, I don't remember this
happened.
happening.
even though
They're limited to 4%, by the way.
yeah, 4%, that's it. But
Still,
everything I
over.
everything I and everything I tried to buy, they were like, we're out of that. They told me I couldn't buy food because they was too busy, blah blah blah. So I had a horrible experience, and then they charged me 10.5% on top of that
Literally an
for
illegal
every
amount
goddamn
of-
drink.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I was like, dude, are you guys kidding me? Like, Jimmy, you know me. I like try and help your bar, and he was a real dickhead. So this is the first ever anti-advertisement. I would like to tell Jimmy's bar to go fuck itself. Don't go there. I don't want anyone to patronize there. If you have a band and you want to play somewhere else, I will help you book somewhere else. Myself, we'll record you down here if you have to.
Go to
we-
Sean's Saloon. It's
Yeah,
right down
we'll
the
get.
street.
I will get you in Sean's Crazy Saloon, Dingbats, fucking Grasshopper 2, Grasshopper off the green. I will get you anywhere. I'll get you in the green room. I'll get you playing anywhere other than there. We'll get you playing pizzerias before you go to Jimmy's. Fuck those guys. I hope he goes out of business. Other than that, we have what's the pizzeria?
I like many pizzerias.
No, Ants.
Oh, my buddy Ant just opened up Pompeii Pizza.
Pompeii
And,
Pizza in Jersey City, I
Jersey
believe.
City, yeah. I don't.
This
remember
is not an
what
anti.
street
This
it's on.
is now pro. We are for Pompeii Pizza. Hopefully, it doesn't get stuck in time. But it will be the best. Your crust will not be burnt like
Oh,
Pompeii.
It's so crisp. It's so light. It's just
It's
airy.
nice. It's gonna be
so-
good. It's gonna be good stuff. But it's not gonna be Here you go. It's 722 West Side Ave, Jersey City, New Jersey, 07306.
Closes soon. Call now and get your pie. 9:30 p.m.
Yeah, the owner's awesome. He also is normally found at the Green Room. If you have a bone to pick, go ask him.
Rogers Boulevard, Harrison, New Jersey. Why am I promoting all Ants shit?
Well, because he asked us to. He told us
Oh,
to.
that's right. He did. Oh, they got a clam pie there? I didn't even know that. Nice job on the clam pie.
The rest of our ads are these kazoos are pretty sweet. They are made in China by Kazoo.
Big shout out to China. Plugging China now.
Big ups, China.
All right.
That'll be that. We good? Oh, here we go.
Thanks for making that music for us.
That is awesome.